The porch swing creaked softly under the weight of memories. The sky had already turned to gold, and in that fragile light of dusk, she sat there barefoot, her hair slightly tangled by the evening breeze. When she saw him step through the gate, her lips trembled before parting into a whisper that carried through the quiet air. "It's quiet now, because you're here." For a moment, he froze where he stood. The words hit him like a wave, gentle, but strong enough to knock the breath out of him. He had left this house years ago, swearing never to return, but here he was again, drawn back by something he couldn't explain. He walked up the steps slowly, each creak of the old wood echoing a memory. The porch hadn't changed, the same chipped paint, the same swing his father had built. The only thing that felt different was her. Emma. His mother's old neighbor. The woman who had seen him grow up, seen him run barefoot through the yard, seen him lose everything. "You came back," she said softly, eyes glistening with a mix of joy and sadness. "Yeah," he replied. I didn't think anyone would still be here." She smiled faintly, patting the seat beside her. "Some things stay. Even when people don't." He sat down next to her. The swing rocked gently, and for the first time in years, he allowed himself to breathe. The silence wasn't heavy, it was peaceful. The kind of silence that holds warmth instead of emptiness. When Ryan left the small town 5 years ago, he wasn't running towards something, he was running away. His father's passing had left a hole too deep to face, and his mother had moved into a nursing home soon after. He thought distance would heal him, that city lights would blur out the pain. But time, he learned, doesn't erase, it only hides what hurts, until something brings it back, and that something was a letter to it arrived 2 weeks ago, the handwriting shaky but familiar. It wasn't from his mother. It was from Emma. "She misses you," the letter said. "She doesn't remember much these days, but every evening, she asks if you're coming home. Maybe you should, before she forgets your name." Now, sitting on that porch, Ryan realized how small this town was, how small, yet how full of love. Emma's husband had passed too, yet she remained here, tending to the same garden, feeding the same birds, and looking after everyone else's memories when they couldn't. "She's at Maplewood," Emma said after a moment. "Your mom. They've been good to her, but she still looks out the window at sunset. She says she's waiting for you." Ryan's eyes burned, his jaw tightening. "I should have come sooner." "You came now," Emma replied gently. "That's what matters." That night, Ryan couldn't sleep. He lay in his old room, the ceiling fan humming the same lullaby it used to when he was a boy. Every creak of the house felt alive, like it was breathing memories. He saw his father's boots by the door, his mother's old quilt folded on the chair. The house wasn't empty, it was waiting. The next morning, he drove to Maplewood. His heart raced as he walked through the corridor, past rooms filled with faces that had stories written in their wrinkles. When he reached hers, he stopped at the doorway. She sat by the window, sunlight painting her silver hair gold. "Mom," he whispered. She turned slowly. For a moment, confusion clouded her eyes. But then, something flickered. "Recognition, Ryan," she breathed, her voice breaking into a fragile smile. He knelt beside her, taking her frail hands in his. "It's me, Mom. I'm home." Tears streamed down her cheeks. "I knew you'd come. The house must have missed you." He laughed softly through his tears. "Yeah, it did. So did I." They sat together, talking until words became laughter and silence became comfort. The years between them began to melt away. That evening, he returned to Emma's porch. She was there again, rocking on the swing. He joined her quietly. The air was soft, the world wrapped in amber light. "She remembered me," he said, smiling faintly. Emma's eyes warmed. "She never forgot you. Some love doesn't fade, it just waits for the right time to be heard again." Ryan looked out over the fields, watching the sun dip low. "It's quiet now," he murmured. Emma smiled knowingly. "Because you're here." The swing creaked again, gentle and slow, carrying two hearts that had found peace in the same silence. And as the crickets began to sing and the sky turned to night, Ryan realized that sometimes coming home isn't about returning to a place, it's about returning to the people who kept your heart safe while you were gone. And for the first time in years, the quiet didn't hurt. It healed.